Yo,
Yo, what up?
what's up, man? How's it going?
It's going good. Never done one of these. The little Facebook call thing.
Yeah, I started doing them recently. It's easier because I lost my Skype, uh,
Damn.
like my Skype email. I don't remember what the password and stuff was, so
Yeah.
it's a bit more convenient, I'd say.
Doesn't cost anything.
Nah,
That's sweet.
yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, so it's kind of like, and not everybody has Skype, so it's a bit, I don't know, easier.
Yeah, I've pretty much just lost the app through the years of like different computers. I feel like, and so every time someone wants to have a conversation, like I dated one girl that we had to use it a bunch when we were like in different states for a little bit, like doing a long distance thing. But I haven't used it in forever.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, man. But man, it's been so long trying to get this thing set up. Actually,
Yeah, it's all good, man. You're in Amsterdam.
oh no,
Is that
I'm
right?
in. Actually, I'm in Copenhagen right now.
Okay, sorry, I'm mistaken.
I know. It's all
Yeah,
good.
man. I don't know. Played tag for a while, with, like trying to link up. It's all good.
Yeah, man. It's just been way too busy lately, and I literally just got back from Italy like today. So like now I just had nothing to do, and it's like okay, I can like now it's just gonna happen
Well, that's sick, man. Thanks for
for sure.
taking some time.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Italy?
It was actually how do you say it? It was like a work related trip, except like I didn't do any sort of work. It was just more of like I guess bonding with the Italian side of the company. I don't know, but it was sick.
What do you do for work? I know you like do some freelance video stuff, but
Oh no, I fix coffee machines.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and like one of the biggest espresso machine makers in Europe is like all Italian. So
Yeah, I mean that would make sense.
yeah, so like that's why I was down there. But it was sick. 3 days. A lot of fun. Except one of my coworkers got pretty drunk and he peed on the bus, like on the tour bus.
Like on a public bus?
No, it was like a tour bus that we like rented.
That's almost worse.
Yeah, so he peed like on the bus, and then he tried to get in. And the bus driver was like, "Nah, he wasn't having it." But then the guy left to go get some more beers, and the bus driver just took off on him. So yeah, we're going on a roundabout. He's just slapping the bus, and finally like we stop at a red light, and then he's slapping the door, and the bus driver opens the door, and the dude just gets in his face, and like tries to fight the bus driver like while he's like behind the wheel. Shit was crazy.
That sounds fucked.
I would be surprised if he's not fired tomorrow.
Yeah, that's like you want to like be a few levels below that if you're at like a work thing, right? Like
Yeah.
That's damn.
Yeah,
That's cool, man. Do you get to do stuff like that often for that job?
like once a year.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. But man, what are you doing out there though?
Well, today I'm like waking up late and drinking a beer, like in a shitty apartment when it's really sunny. We've been skating the last few days, but for work, I work in a preschool.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's like a school not too far from my house, and I think it's been like 4 years working there.
Oh nice.
Yeah, but it's like a pretty good gig for like having a lot of free time to play and stuff and make art. At one point, that was like like painting and drawing a lot. Now it's just like a lot of filming and skating related art stuff. So
Definitely. Yeah, let's get into the blading though. But dude, first of all,
yeah,
I was gonna say, are you any chance even thinking of trying to have any HD cameras, or are you just gonna stick with like analog and tapes?
yeah. I bought an HDX like a year ago or like a year and a half ago, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of like. The answer is yes. I've thought about it, or I like have played with some. I've held and filmed with a lot of friends' cameras, and some of them I've liked, and some of them not so much. But I mean, I don't know, man. I got the same heavy. Should have got an HPX, but kind of didn't understand enough about that. Didn't quite get the right research rabbit holes. But I don't know. It just never. I even got a lens for it, and there was like a lot of issues with just sort of like HD stuff I didn't understand with P2 cards.
Oh yeah, the P2 cards are a hassle, I must say.
Yeah, I know. And I even it was just like knowing that people film with it, liking how the footage looked, but not investigating all the nuisances of that camera. So then I got and I have friends who have them and still film with them, and they've gone through the troubles of getting what they need to make their stuff look good. Like my friend Ian Walker has an HVX, and I like filming with his. It's all good, but yeah, there was something weird with mine where it was like a formatting issue, and I did a lot of digging for how to reset this thing or how to set it up. I think the P2 card I got was bad anyways. It was a whole lot of hassle, and I still filmed some stuff with my buddy Ian's, and then another friend.
Yeah.
Sam has had one. So I mean, I've played with HD stuff, but I don't know. I guess the answer is yes, I've thought about it, but I've looked into it, but I'm not that interested in it though.
No.
So I guess no is kind of the real answer. But I have toyed around with it, have given it a chance, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, what I mean, I don't know, man. I still like everything you do with the honestly, wait, are you filming on a VX or?
Yeah, so it's mostly, I guess it's a pretty good mix of VX 1000 and VX 2100.
Okay.
Yeah, so Sony's and yeah.
Yeah, but nah, man. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Something about when you, I mean, obviously, I would say you're probably one of the best fisheye filmers. At least
thanks,
I don't know, the top whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm probably the Atlanta thing with Dave Sizemore and fucking Chris Smith. Those two dudes are amazing.
Yeah. And speaking about that, we have to talk about the Dead video soon.
Dude, well, yeah, I've been looking. You've probably seen a lot too on Facebook, whatever, Instagram, where it's just all these, everyone's reposting the promo ad or the buy the package thing.
Yeah.
I still haven't. I wasn't around the computer yesterday, so I still haven't bought it. I think I'm gonna probably get something today. Have you bought anything? Did you? Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting because he actually lives in Copenhagen now.
David does?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's really. Oh yeah, because is that where the girl that he's his wife? That's where she's from. Or
yeah.
Lives? Okay.
So.
I guess I knew he was with her.
Yeah.
With someone, a girl from Copenhagen, but that makes sense that he would be there now. That's dope.
Yeah. So he got married. Actually, he got married in Atlanta, and but I guess they're gonna have a Danish wedding here as well, in July. So that's gonna be pretty
That's cool.
Sick. Yeah,
were a lot of her people not able to be at the one in Atlanta?
No, they weren't.
Yeah, and probably vice versa, I'm sure. For his clan.
Exactly. So I mean, I guess how do you say? I guess I wanted to buy it too, but at the same time, I'm if he's coming back, I might want to buy it from him because only reason is I've had some issues with import charges, and I'm really not trying to do that.
Oh, because it would be shipped from the U.S.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I got some. I had some ground control frames that I had my mom send me, the Megas actually, the Megas and a jacket and some wheels. And it's
nice.
my mom sent it to me here from California, saying that it was a gift. And then they were still at the customs here. There's not enough proof that it's a gift. And they made me pay $70 just to get it out.
What?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's too bad.
yeah, it's pretty shitty. But I mean, it's all right. I mean, I'm just trying not to do that again because it'll.
Yeah, like, do you have very much stuff you want to buy or ship from the U.S., or are you able to just get whatever you need from
I
other
u- I
places?
usually just go home. Like I usually would go home like every for like a week every second month, or I'll go back for 2 weeks every third month, I guess.
Damn.
But and then like when I do that, that's when I just get everything I need. Like when I go back, getting any pants, anything that's like that I absolutely need, I get it there. Cause here, like it's really
Yeah,
scarce.
otherwise you pay like an extra extra pair of pants just to ship yourself one set or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Makes sense, but also that's too bad. It's that much, you know.
True. But I mean,
But
it would be worth it. That's why I'm waiting till he comes back before I buy it. Cause either
I don't
way,
know that back on the debt thing though. That thing of all the things you could pay an extra tax or fee for, that would probably be worth whatever you paid to get it.
true, true. But how do you feel about them making DVDs though? That definitely, I knew he was gonna do it.
It's cool. I think. I mean, it's. I like that if they were gonna do it, like that they wanna, because it's like they're trying to release. They're trying to sell off whatever DVDs they have, right, before they make the VOD available. Is that what's happening?
I actually don't know about that. Like,
Is it just a DVD only and no VOD?
As far as I know, it's DVD only. But I could be wrong.
Do you think they plan on printing it? Like if it sells out, or is it just like a limited run?
I don't know. I actually really don't know.
Because I would think they would be prepared for like three of like rollerblading's biggest names. It's like a awesome project that like I would think that just like you could expect a lot of people will buy it, right? Like
yeah,
it's an easy sell. Like the lineup, the filming, like it's like the traveling. It's just like duh. Like of course everyone's gonna get it. So you'd probably make a shit pile of copies.
True. I mean that's what I'm thinking. I mean even if they do sell out, I'm sure AJ can like make some more.
Make some more or whatever. But interesting. Because I initially I thought like what video like. I guess Follow 5 just had, no matter what, it wasn't like a limited run of those, were there?
I think they had a limited run of Blu-ray.
Okay.
And like, as far as the other, I don't remember. But then again, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever owned anything Blu-ray.
I haven't either. I never had a player.
No, I'm not really sure what the difference was. But I remember they had like a limited Blu-ray though. But
I'll bet you there's something with that where I would think that like with the Blu-ray stuff, it would be like if you're filming on, maybe nowadays it would be more like they would translate, like you could get quality out of like uploading it in a Blu-ray fashion or putting it on a disc, whatever. But I'll bet you back when those were first coming out, it's like the cameras were just not Blu-ray quality. You know what I mean? So like even if you took it to a Blu-ray, it was kind of pointless.
Yeah, true. Very true.
I don't know. But like we were just talking about, like I'm filming on SD cameras, so I don't have like a fetish with like image definition entire like to that degree, right? Like true. I don't need to see the Blu-ray, but I'm really stoked for that video though, man. They came through Seattle once, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, did some really cool things, and I only got to see like a handful of them, but
of course. And yeah, and like especially I'm like even just watching the trailer and the teasers, like just seeing like the 8mm footage, like
I don't know. All that stuff looks really cool too. And they got one. They got a. Was theirs black and white, or did they get like a color? I think they had a color.
No, it's
version,
color,
right?
Definitely color.
But it's cool because like most of the time when you see those like any of those like older format cameras and they're in color, like a lot of them are just that like really kind of desaturated. It's like gray that's been what's the word? It's like old photos that used to be black and white and then people would paint over them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like
there's a term for it. can't think of it, but yeah, it's I like the color 8mm stuff.
Yeah, and actually, um, that camera is actually Ivan Neres' old 8mm that I'm pretty sure that's the one he filmed with the Valo 5 with.
That's cool. I was thinking about that the other day, man. Like, not that specifically, but like when cameras are kind of like have had a life like that, and it's like
Yeah.
this camera's filmed all these people, all these tricks.
Yeah.
Like, because I recently like have been using a camera that we've been using. My friend JT got newer camera. We've used that for a while, and then recently I was like, oh dang, like I still have my camera. I'd been using JT's just because it was the newer one, and we were just like excited about having this other camera to use from. But it was like holding this old one and being like remembering other tricks, like that I'd filmed with it. And just being like, damn, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But damn, that's really neat. I'm super pumped to see that. I'm excited that I have to wait, but also not. Like it's like now that everyone's acclimated to like the instant purchase.
Yeah, the instant gratification.
Things, especially with VODs,
True.
I'm like reading about the premiere or like kind of seeing the dates and all the build up. And it's like dope. When they do their premiere, I'll get to like premiere at the house of the boys too. But
yeah.
You gotta wait a little bit.
No, yeah, you gotta definitely postpone.
But that's dope. Like, there's like I kind of like tend to agree with like the Luddites' perspective on some things. Like, like technology and as it advances is good for some things, but it also hurts kind of human interaction.
Yeah.
In some ways. In some ways it can like strengthen it or whatever. I mean, like, this is crazy. Like, I'm talking to you and you're in like Copenhagen right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's a really neat thing that tech brings, and like tech lets us make the video or let those guys make that video and take the photos and all this stuff. And media gets it out to everyone, but yeah, I don't know. I like that there's like some build up to it, right? Some waiting involved.
True.
Oh, I think it'll pay out. I mean, it's. I would be really surprised if there wasn't.
True, and I mean, like, and with those guys, it's kind of the dream team, like in a way.
Yeah. No, totally. Like, and it's like old Vibrolux. Well, I guess just two of the old Vibrolux dudes, but
yeah.
Kind of like the way that I feel like Vibrolux when they first sort of had their team come out, and it was the same kind of thing where it was like dream team, like top amazing skaters.
Yeah,
like,
but I didn't see a lot of that until recently, actually.
Yeah, because I've listened to some of your podcasts, man, and so your like frame of reference for skating is like more new than.
Yeah, because like all that stuff, I mean, I had to go to people's houses and then they had to show me because I didn't really like search for it or know about it, like realistically. Because like when I started, like Killer Boots came out. So like for me, like that's anything before that, other than like the Razor's Ego video, anything before that was just like a mystery.
But so you did see like Drip Drop and On Top came out after that, after Killer Boots, right?
I don't remember, but I definitely did see those for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like those. Yeah, I think those came out later, and it was kind of like.
Oh yeah.
I want to say like KFC 3 is sort of when like the time frame when I feel like Aragon, Haffey, Farmer, Broscow.
Yeah, definitely.
Was like that era's dream team. But yeah, this sort of feels like a similar thing where it's like they're all just fucking dumb good at skating and make it look sweet. So
yeah, and like not only that, but I mean, for me, it's just kind of crazy to think. Like, do you remember actually around this time last year? I didn't even know they were about to drop that like the Dead Wheels promo that they did.
Dude, I didn't either. That just showed up on like a link. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
and then just gold.
Imagine being with them while it happened. Farm and David we were at Roskilde Festival, like literally in the middle of Roskilde Festival, and I just like I had my phone charging like on the portable charger, and I just wake up in the tent just like, yo, they just put out this whole edit that easily could have been a VOD that would sell for I don't know how much,
Oh, you're saying you were there with them when that dropped?
Yeah, like with them,
That's sick.
and they didn't mention it at all, like at all.
Yes. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it was funny because like afterward, I was just like, "Yo, why did you guys put that out for free?" You know. Then the first thing like Farm was just like, "Yeah, well, it's advertisement." Like
I was gonna say it's part of the plan, man. You gotta give some, and then it's like, why is this free? This is so good. And then when they make the full video, then it's like, damn, they already gave us free stuff. It's great, and it's like, it's worth it no matter what. If they want to charge every time, you know.
True. I think it's sick that they did that because they could have easily just used like their names, and I mean it was a good. I mean the edit was sick.
Yeah, I agree. It would have been worth buying, but it was sweet that it was like. I feel like, I don't know, it's funny, the VOD or pay for skating, like it makes sense always when it's like a physical DVD to pay for it.
Yeah.
You know, like there's like an easy, they had to pay for this and that to make that physical thing, and I'm getting that physical thing, and I'm also getting like the watching experience. But the like digital download thing makes paying for stuff like just for some people. And I know sometimes I feel the same way where it's like, I don't know if I want to pay for this in the moment, or I'm not crazy excited about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still most of the time like want to buy a digital download anyways, but it's cool that they did the free release first though, because that was like wasn't that like a 7 to 10 minute? It was like a long edit.
Yeah, I think you're right about. I think it's around 7 minutes. Like I watch it every other day,
and it was like jam packed.
Yeah.
Right? Like Alex did that drop in on that fucking
satellite.
Yeah, and it shook around all crazy.
Yeah, and he also dropped into like that switch fish.
Dude,
kind of little...
the skinny roller, and then like the gap out to that little craggy rock, and it was like the left foot switch fish.
Yeah,
dude, looked like a really great way to get played. Like just get fucking smoked.
Yeah, easily. And I mean, even like back to the dev video, but like even in the trailer, like he had like that zero, was it frontside pub to top horn, and then like that's all they showed. But that one trick was definitely one that I wanted to see
in the teaser.
Yeah, like the newer one, because they had two, and there was one before.
Oh, I think I missed the second one, man.
Yeah, there's a second.
Or like I missed the first and I saw the second.
Yeah, there's definitely two.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really stoked, and I like Dave is like just a very sweet, humble, nice guy. So
yeah,
anything the dude makes, you'd be like, he's a good dude. It's sweet, but like he could be a total dickbag. He's not, but he could be, and be like, damn, the guy still does like amazing things with like a camera and like with skates.
True.
But being that he's not like that, and it's just like, damn, dude, you're a sweet guy, and you make like these amazing things.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those sweet things where like I don't know if I am more taken with like his skating or his filmmaking, but they're both like top notch.
Yeah.
So then you get them both in the same place, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly, and like. Yeah, and his skating, like I'm actually really curious on what his part's gonna be like, because I know he's such a perfectionist, and like just seeing, because like, do you remember like that edit that came out? I don't remember how long ago, but I guess somebody said some shit about him online, and then he did that front fast slide on like the biggest, most fucked up drop rail.
Oh yeah, little fuck does a curb grind.
Yeah.
Like, no, right, because it was like. It was just sort of like, it's too bad that like being young for him and a few different like clothing choices, the same way any of us have.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Being young, it's like when you're in the limelight, and especially like at the time where like a couple of them involved like going to a competition with like a neon kind of outfit, right? And it's like that just earns you. Like so much like stupid troll internet hate.
Yeah.
And then like that's like a fragment of his like being young, just trying whatever. and then you get like the hateful comments that then you're just like, fuck, and people are. But was that so the fast light thing though? Was that like I'm trying to remember if that was like because he put out a part and someone didn't like it.
I don't remember. I think
it was right around the time when Footage Tape was making a lot of stuff. Shout out to them. I wish they still had those like the way they were, but that was happening where it's like you could expect those really often. But
yeah, I think it was an edit. I don't remember. I think it was an edit. Like, and somebody
like
commented
just before that thing, an edit of him had come out.
Yeah, I think so. And like somebody commented that, and he just came out like with that fast slide, and yeah.
Yeah, that was like, oh man. I know, and they played the like really sweet sort of like orchestral music at the end of it too.
Yeah.
And he's just like freaking the fuck out. That was crazy though. Like it was funny because like my friend Geoff, he's really good at fast slides.
Yeah.
And like I've seen him do them on things. And I've seen, we've all seen someone who's probably good at fast slides on whatever.
Yeah.
Just like a practice bar, or like, I don't know. But yeah, like jumping up to like that looked like above waist.
Yeah, exactly.
Out rail.
Yeah.
Maybe even higher,
Yeah.
And it's like jumping up to a front side would just be tall.
Yeah. And then standing up on the fast slide and balancing it. Like.
And not like front flipping like off of it into like 15 stair out rail, like whatever it was.
Yeah.
Man, that was because I remember. That's what it was. I had found a spot that I didn't find it really, but like I remember the spot that was like Geoff was asking about an out rail that you could fast slide. He was like kind of starting to think about that theory, and I was like, damn, that'd be really sick. And then I found that, and then was like, oh, cool. Like there's this kind of low out rail that has a bigger drop on the end of it, but it's like it's reasonable to jump onto for a fast slide. So like maybe this is the one. Yeah. And then I remember seeing Dave's where it's like like just the flat rail portion of it would be super impressive.
For sure. Yeah, man. But back to what's going on over there. But are you working on anything new or?
Yeah. So I don't know if you the video me and the boys made like a few years back, Chance of Rain, but we.
Oh yeah, I definitely did watch that a few years back actually, and I did watch it kind of recently. That one you said your friend is his name's like JT, isn't it?
JT, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I did watch
Friday's Child. That's the name of the song he skates in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We just started calling him that sometimes. But yeah. So we like it was like we got done with that, and that was like super fun to make. It was like just like everyone in that video had parts that we were working on individually, and then slowly it just turned into like we should just make a like consolidated thing where it's like all of us. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But so like then not too long after we put that out, we started just filming again. Like, well, we'll film and maybe we'll make something else, or maybe we'll just have individual parts. And slowly it's like built. So we're gonna make a second one. Like pretty much I've already made it. It's like it's quite like probably like 95% filmed or like 90% filmed kind of thing, and mostly edited. But yeah, there's still a little bit more of collecting going on. It's tough, like the weather here fucks you around for
dude.
Most of the year, and so just getting out for like one trick, one clip, like even like once a week sometimes becomes like really difficult.
So like what is the average like rainy, how do you say, like how many days does it rain a year?
The number's probably really high because I bet you would probably factor the days where even like it rains just a bit, but it's not really wet all day.
Yeah.
But
true.
I mean, it probably you can expect like half your year at least to be filled with rain. I'd say.
Yeah.
Like maybe a little beyond that, like in the 60 to 70%.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
Like
expected soggy weather, and it's like soggy, right? It's like not like it's not like crazy fucked up rain. It's just like it's wet, it's cold. I can't skate.
yeah, I was gonna say it sounds kind of similar to Copenhagen, but I heard in Seattle it rains more though. I don't know how true it is, but yeah, like in Copenhagen, like as soon as it's not summer, it'll rain like one day, but it just won't dry up. You
Right,
know?
exactly, and that's like a lot of what Seattle winter has to offer is just like it maybe only rained like a little bit 2 times, or it's kind of just drizzling, but it's wet and it's like makes
Yeah.
the wind chill that much colder when there's like moisture and you're in some parts of the city or the state or just wherever you're like you're near water, so it's the air is also colder from that.
Yeah.
Like 60 or 50, but it feels like much colder, and it's like
Yeah.
wet out.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely kind of a bag of dicks in the winter. Like it's not my favorite, and it's especially for like trying to when you're like fired up or like your friends are like stoked to like go film stuff, but like you can only really get out there like on a Tuesday, and it's like dark at 3.
Yeah,
and,
that's
and like gross and cold, like
yeah, that sounds
kind of wet.
yeah, that sounds just like here, dude. Like exactly.
Yeah. Well then, yeah, you already know. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's I don't know, but I mean, we still like yeah, the friend I mentioned, JT, he's gonna have a part. I'm really stoked on his. Um, he's been just constantly skating for like probably the better part of 2 years. It's like I think some of the first clips we started gathering were like filmed 2 years ago, but it's kind of been more of like a solid year for a lot of people who are like have kind of showed up for it, and then like a year and a half for like JT probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll have a part. My buddy Sam Askin has been just like hurt. We've been trying to make a thing for a while, and he's just been like on and off the injured list.
Yeah.
He's, knock on wood, but he's doing good, and he has a really sweet part. I'm gonna have something. My friend Brian Long will have something with like a split thing with like Gavin, who is my buddy Gavin. Just like a lot of local friends. Gavin, Ace, and Brian. I lived in a house with all them, and they're gonna have like a split part with our buddy Dylan.
Nice.
Hey, Justin Spangler skating ever?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he came to town for like I think a little more than a month, or I don't know. It was a while, but like last summer, and we got like a stack of footage, so he'll have something too.
Sick. Yeah, Dustin's real good actually.
He's so cool, man. I love that guy, but he's wicked good at skating.
Yeah, he's out here for a Roskilde festival as well.
Right. Yeah, I feel like he was trying to coordinate with me. Well, maybe it was a long time ago. He was like, maybe I'll come through, because I want to say that he was here. He went to Roskilde last summer, right?
Yeah.
I think he was in Seattle before he went to see you guys, like out there to do that.
Yeah.
And then I want to say on his way back, he stopped in as well. But yeah, he's gonna actually move really close to me to like Olympia.
Oh, nice.
Pretty close to me. It's like 40 minutes from where I'm at, probably.
Oh, yeah. That's not far.
No. For the people I see a lot who are like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever with traffic, it's like it's farther, but it's super doable.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I'm kind of used to like coming from LA. Like everybody lives like 40 minutes away, Or
I was gonna say, man, it's like because like when I was living in Colorado, it's like depending on who you're seeing, your normal drive is like 40 minutes to meet someone.
Yeah.
Like if you're in sort of like distant like outside the city communities or like little nooks, right? Like
yeah.
Or like Corey, Corey Waikiki, my buddy
Yeah.
Sneaky, he came and visited. He'll also have something in the video, and
Oh, sick.
his whole thing is like he's like out in the middle of fucking nowhere, like
Yeah.
not nowhere, but it's like if he wants to meet up and skate with people, it's like mandatory 45-minute drive to anywhere.
Yeah.
Which for me is not. I'm right in the city, so there's usually been people that are a little bit closer.
Yeah. But man, like, but you said you're gonna have a full part 2, right?
What's that?
So you said you're gonna have a full part 2, right?
I am. Yeah. I've been on the injured list on and off like the whole time for it. So like, I've definitely been like a little more, well, a lot more like low key, less impact kind of skating. Like the last part I made of myself was like for that other video was just like shit. I don't know if I'll ever be able to like go try some hammers like in the coming years. So I might as well just like try as many as I can find right now.
Yeah.
And then like this part was more like I want to like step away from that a bit and do some other stuff. But I've had so many dumb like heel bruise injuries and like sprained wrists or like just like you fall on your knee funny and you're out for like a month.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just dumb random injuries that weren't even that bad of a fall, and it just like I had like kind of like lower back stuff recently. I think partially from like filming a lot and then like getting hurt and not being able to skate like enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like my part, like I'll have one, but I also like I don't know. I'm just kind of frustrated that it's like continuously getting hurt throughout it. So I feel like I'm always like getting hurt, resting, filming everyone else, which is like all fun. But then it's like I'll get like 2 sweet clips I really love, and then like I'll get hurt again, and then just like be like, damn, I gotta put my part on hold for a while. So it's like I'm stoked. I like what I have, but it's been like kind of a frustrating, really incremental, really slow process for it.
True. That's kind of like how sections can be, you know?
Yeah, I guess as soon as I said that, I was like, well, that's actually, I mean, that's how, whether you're hurt or not, that's pretty much how everyone's part has gathered. It's like the whole time, it's like, are we going to make a thing? Like, I think so. Let's like save stuff. And, like, are we still going to make it? Like, yeah, I mean, it's shitty out. We only got one thing, like, in like 3 weeks, but like, I'd like to still make it. Let's, you know?
Yeah. And I think the hardest part for me too is like actually holding on to footage because people are always asking for something while I would be, you know, if I know I have some clips just like laying around, and like sometimes it's hard to just sit on them because I'm like I do want to like, you know, contribute to the homies or whoever, and like
dude, totally. I mean, yeah, like I said, like I think the oldest clips I have that will be in the project are like, at the very oldest, they're probably like 2 years old, and at like an average time, they're like a year old, like a lot of them.
Yeah. And
then some are like, you know, within the last like 6 months, whatever. It's like it's all spread out, but I don't know. I think when they're good enough, I don't know. A lot of things are good enough, but yeah, if it's good enough, it's worth saving. And to me, it's worth like putting in a consolidated spot where it's like I like seeing content all the time too, but I like, you know, I like projects that are like finished and filled in, and you can tell like they put like time and energy in.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, people gave a fuck, you know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I mean, and I like short, sporadic, like quick or like what, you know what I mean? Like I like both styles of like timelines and like, yeah, time frames for how much you put into stuff. But because it's like you could spend a weekend or a week or a month and still make like an amazing piece, you know? Like there's been so many of those. Like we were talking about Dave earlier, like I don't know how long he worked on that Pro Boot thing that he made, but it looked like a pretty short amount of time.
Yeah.
And I want to say like Alex had a project around that too, maybe even for his skate or something, where it was like, right? Like they each had like a skate promo or some kind of promo come out.
Yeah.
And they were filming each other, and it was in Atlanta, and they were each kind of just like a minute and a half long part. maybe or 2 minutes, but they were amazing, you know.
Yeah, but also speaking of, do you remember David's pro boot edit from like he filmed here in Copenhagen with Jonas Hansen?
Yeah, that one too. That one was like there was, and that was like a short time span too, right?
Yeah,
like,
they filmed that in a short time span, but
yeah,
he also
did
filmed
that
it.
have the like switch zero like fish for the ender around that sea ledge with all the bars?
Yeah, yeah.
That was fucked. That's impossible trick kind of stuff. But
and like that, I pass by that place like kind of often, and I'm always kind of looking. Like for one, the fact that he even went there on a day when there was no bikes there, because usually that place is covered with
full of
bikes.
bikes.
Yeah, and then
Man.
and secondly, just it's a lot closer in person than I think it like kind of reads on camera. You know, especially when it curves, you don't really see that like his like really like you can barely miss those bars. So
yeah, no, it looks so risky.
Yeah.
Like, and then like, yeah, you have to be so in the barrel just to make it actually work.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, like, you know, I like projects that are quick like that too. Those are fun, but I'm more like it's both like the functional way that like, you know, like people are gonna have a full part by the end of it, but it's like if I were to just decide midway, like, okay, let's just like do something with all the footage. We've got enough footage to make an edit or like fill something. It'd be like super uneven where it'd be like JT has filmed like almost 2 full parts at this point. Like, and like one of them we like put out footage midway because he like changed skates, but it's like, you know, it's like if we'd have done it that way, it's like at some point I would have had like 2 clips. Sam might have had 0. JT would have had like 30. Like whoever else could have had a couple, you know, friends who came to stay or like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. For me, like the time I get to go and collect footage, it just never works that way where like you can just be like, all right, we're going to spend like 2 months on your part and then we're going to be done with it and then we're going to put it out. Then the internet's going to love it. I don't know. Yeah, it's just more, it's more slow roast.
Wait, just a second. Wait, am I too loud?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I could close the door.
No, we have the door closed anyways. That's fine.
Alright,
We're
cool.
something else and I read that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I know, that was my roommate, actually.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not sure.
But, yeah, I'm stoked, man. It's like it's everything's finally like starting to fall into place. And then so I mentioned all those other guys: Sam, JT, myself, Brian, Gav, Ace, Dustin, our boy Cameron, who's like sailing the world at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, Corey Waikiki, he's gonna have something, and Jeff Howard was just in town. And I've been able to skate with him more in the last couple of years.
Sick.
But he's going to have a part. He filmed some good stuff this last weekend.
Speaking of him, I was just with Quinny.
Oh, cool. Nice.
On Thursday. He also lives in Copenhagen as well. It's kind of funny.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I just see him all over. I kind of just figured he was almost like Glowicki, where he's just kind of traveling a lot.
True. But Glow's definitely, he's like in Malaga in Spain, like pretty permanently, and like
that's cool.
Yeah, it seems like he's really digging it. But basically, Quinny, he said that they went to Paris to go film like some razors for the new boot, and apparently he said everybody got hurt. Like even when he came, like he was limping, like not even on skates, like. He's like, I can't even skate.
That sucks.
Yeah, he said everybody got hurt except Jeff, and Jeff was the only one that like really. He was just like, yeah, he was just a machine the whole trip. So I'm looking forward to what comes out of that edit. Actually,
I wish I could have seen some of the things he did. He just described a few of the tricks he was doing, and like just kind of spots, and it sounded just super cool. Like the Paris skating experience sounded fun.
Yeah. I actually want to go back there real soon, to be honest. I haven't been since like 2013.
Jealous, man. Never been.
Dude, the tickets are getting cheap right now. Like super cheap. Like even coming to Copenhagen from, actually I think from Seattle, like you should be able to find something from like Norwegian Airlines or Icelandair. Sometimes as cheap as like 500 round trip. Sometimes even cheaper. Depends.
It's good, man. I just got at the moment, I got other
Oh yeah.
skating related weeks off sort of stuff that I want to. It's pretty much just stuff it's like if I can get a week off, I want to like try to find a way to take either spend time with my girlfriend or take a week to like have someone come here or go there and like film some people. But I'm like, man, Paris and London are the two places that skating wise are like on my bucket list to go. And
for sure. I mean, London, like all the guys in London are real sick. Actually, I really like skating with them. Like London itself, like all the spots. Some of them could be like kind of sketch. Some of them are actually pretty fun. But it's
so many just look so gross, but in like the best way.
Yeah.
And some just look really great, and like like cities have their nice like refined architecture, and then they have their like gross crumbling stuff.
Yeah.
It's both of them are good, but
yeah, and like I actually really like London. I really like skating there. I like being there too. Also, it was kind of strange. Like some of the skateboarders were like really nice, and I still like I don't know. My guard was up. It was weird. Like I've never.
Dude, yeah, my guard's always up, but I feel like it's like culturally it's taken the loop, and like generationally, like the old people who hated blading are slowly getting older and older and are less present in like skate parks and whatever.
True, but
and
also
it's just young dudes who's never seen anyone skate.
No.
And they didn't grow up with like the complete like hate campaign going on.
True.
So they just see like someone who's kind of their age, maybe older, maybe younger, and you're like good at it, and they're just like, oh, that's really weird and cool, nice.
Yeah,
like,
but also I think we're not really how do you say in the limelight of like what to hate.
yeah. There's no competition. It's like there's no.
No, it's just like scootering is or whatever else they hate,
Yeah, well, that's exactly. It's like that's who's there in numbers that you have to like position yourself against.
Yeah, that's who they're focused on right now.
If you're trying to like be like, no, dude, skating's tight, and like any other, or like skateboarding is tight, and everything else is whack because it's not skateboarding. And so like, who do I have who's like a reasonable like up and coming contender? Like now it's scootering. Be like, oh, that's like super whack shit. Like.
Yeah.
But blading is like not even on the radar anymore. So it's like, yeah. I mean, I hear a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people who are skateboarders say, actually blading's not even that bad. And it's like because they're like, there's like you guys and a couple people, but it's like older people. They have skate park etiquette and they can skate, and they're not just like these little. It's like the classic timeless critique of like, I've gotten older, I've gotten better, I've gotten more mature. So now when I look at little kids skating and having fun, whatever they're doing, unless it's like my chosen sport, I'm just like, oh, those stupid little kids. But like everyone was a little kid at a park getting in someone's way at some point.
True. I definitely was. I remember that for sure.
I mean, you gotta like, everyone should learn from that and come away from it and like, at some point you get hit or you like get told like how to be less of that like kid that's in the way, right? But I don't know. You can't be mad at them. I like watching scootering. Do you watch scootering ever? Or
actually,
do they have
like
scooters in Copenhagen?
There actually are a lot of scooter dudes out here. I don't know any personally, but there are a lot. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some videos like, how do you say, like on Instagram, how they have like what is it? The search? Not really the search, but like the little.
Yeah, like it shows you like related.
Yeah, related.
Stuff.
Like I've seen some stuff on there that was actually like, oh, like you see like some dudes, you can tell like what they're doing is well thought out, and it's not just like flares everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like some pretty sick. I saw some pretty sick stuff on there. So I mean, I like it. I mean, I think it's cool to watch. I mean, especially like when whoever's good at anything, like it's fun to watch.
Yeah, I definitely feel the same. It's like I'm not. That being said, like I could be stoked to watch someone do that and have no desire at all to go and ever try it or do it because I'm like, gets back to that root of like, well, why wouldn't you try it? It's like, well, because it's not that tight. Like I'm not that stoked on it, but it's not even that it's not that tight. It just doesn't interest me enough to want to go do it. You know what I mean? Like some people start with whatever sport, and then they see another sport, and they're like, damn, that's tight. Like that's what I need to go do. Like, and like I've known bladers that used to skateboard, and they're that way, and I've known skateboarders who were bladers and switched that way.
Yeah.
So like I'm stoked to watch scootering, and like it's sick, but yeah, definitely, no interest in doing it. But.
No. But yeah, but like back to the London skateboarders though, like the whole day we were just out like street skating, and anytime like skateboarder accidentally got too close, like I've never had one dude come up to me so like sincere, like, man, like I'm so sorry, blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, it's like all good, like you didn't even get that close to me, you know what I mean? Like,
damn.
It was almost kind of weird, but then like what really put the icing on the cake. I mean, it was like 3 a.m. and we were out. Some people had big wheels, some people didn't. I definitely didn't. And
you probably need it to just skate around out there.
It's pretty bad.
A lot of bad concrete.
Yeah, but like we were heading back to Leon and those guys' place, and randomly we're like at a train station. It was like Wimbledon train station. Skateboarder he came up to us and was just like, "Hey, I can see you guys are out here blading. I saw some sick spots right around the corner that I think bladers might like." So he just and he told us like, and the dude's wearing like Thrasher. Like, dude looks like he's like your typical douchebag, and he's just like telling us like what he thinks we might want to skate like in Wimbledon, because he's like, like this area's got spots and nobody knows about it and blah blah blah. At the same time, I'm like, is he just taking us to a place to get jumped? You know what I mean? Like I can never 100% like.
Yeah. You're like, what is your angle, man? Like,
yeah.
That's crazy. Did you find anything as a result of that?
No, we didn't even go. I mean, like it was like 3 a.m. Like that day we started skating, I think at 12, and we ended. Like we got back to their place like maybe 3:30, almost 4. Like a full day of blading.
That's crazy. That is a full fucking day.
That was actually a sick day. I think that was my first day in London ever.
Did you get to skate with John Lee or James Bauer?
Both actually.
Very cool.
Definitely. Yeah, John's sick. Bauer's I love watching him in person.
Sweet. Bauer's skating is so sick.
Yeah, like him in person, seeing like how fast and like how he locks the true kind grinds. Like he slaps them on there. Like it's not even just like a, how do you say it? It's not really like a mistake. Like if he rolled or nothing. Like it's slapped.
No, it's like slammed in.
Yeah.
But like the most precise. Like there's. I'm trying to think of a skater. I mean, whatever. It just be someone no one knows. But yeah, like I've very rarely seen people do, especially like a true kind grind, right? Like that way. But he's got that kind of like powerful skating that's like, super super fast. Like just fucking rinses stuff.
Yeah, they actually, a lot of the London dudes are kind of like, they all skate pretty fast. I mean, even Leon, like when I'm skating with him, like I was trying to film a line and I couldn't keep up. Like not really.
Yeah, man. That's or at least I don't know them, but it shows on film. I guess I always kind of thought about that. Like, I don't know, just tons of lines where you're like, Jesus, man, you're like, if you miss, it's not going to be a good day.
Serious though, I actually thought about that a few times just watching them. Just like especially when your legs are done from skating all day, and you just see somebody go Mach 10 to like a whatever, and it's just like, man, like I don't know how they're doing it, but it's definitely, I would say it's definitely a place to go if that's on your. I
think that's like the highest desired place for me to go and skate and meet some of those people and get around. I don't know, it just seems cool.
Yeah, and also,
And like Pittsburgh, yeah, like you can just skate around, get to and from like a lot of different spots. Like you could do that here in Seattle, but like I don't know, it doesn't seem quite as doable as some of the European cities where you have better like light rail train sort of stuff that could take, like you could be like, oh, like we want to go to this like far away part of the city or whatever, but it's like easy to get there if we get down to like the tram or something, like.
yeah,
But I don't know, that might just be like a romanticized perspective, like from what I've seen. You know what I mean? Like you like the way you imagine a place to be.
yeah. I mean, in Copenhagen, it's definitely that way. Like, you can basically bike or skate to every spot you want. Like,
Yeah, see, like that's for like the stuff that it's both like just what me and my friends have like happened to find, but also like you once you've been around a lot, you've kind of seen a lot of your neighborhood, and like there are things you miss, but like there's also like you kind of know the spots in the neighborhood,
yeah,
and it's like biking around the city would yield you like one. You could do that in some parts of Seattle, but like it's not as like feasible as it is. It looks like some other parts of the world, like
true. But at the
like Barcelona is another place like that, right? Where like you could probably just get around by skating with bikes, like
true,
taking trains and stuff.
yeah, I've actually never been, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Yeah, and me either. But people's descriptions, the way stuff ends up looking on film, you're like, dang, looks like you guys don't have to just be in like a sweaty car of boys with like a trunk full of skates and like drive around in the heat, just looking and finding nothing, and then finding one thing. I'm like,
Yeah, but you know what? Actually, I found like super weird. Like, you notice how there's not really many like any bladers at all from Italy. Like you can count them all kind of like on two hands. Like,
I suppose so. Yeah, I mean, like I see a lot in like parts of Spain and Mexico, and I don't know, like Paris, right? Like Germany, like yeah. There's kind of
yeah, like there's all.
yeah. I guess I don't really. I've never really thought about it, but I guess yeah, I don't really see a lot.
No, like, but I know like my boy Jason Adriani and his brother Gabriel Adriani, like they're definitely skating basically together most of the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I actually just went up because like they were pretty busy this weekend, so they couldn't skate. Like they can just like they were just able to like talk for a little bit, but like that was about it. And because I guess they're working Saturdays and they had Sunday off. And
Nice.
but basically, like I just went out just like searching for spots, but like a full day of just searching Saturday night, and like I found one spot and the shit like it was so chunky, and it was like at the central, like, and even like the
That
marble
sucks.
floors were like falling to pieces, where if you land hard enough, like you can just fall because the marble was cracked, and it was crazy. I don't know if it's because the city's so old, like, and there's not really any skateboarders there either.
Huh.
And I think
It
it's
would make sense, like if the architecture doesn't lend itself to skating in a lot of places that like people wouldn't really street skate there.
true, but then again, there's a lot of places in Europe where it's the same thing. But what I realized, or at least like I asked Jason, he kind of confirmed it. But I was like, yo, like it just seems like the culture out here, they don't get it. Like like they don't get skating of any kind or whatever. And he was just like, yeah, I think you're right. He's like, because here it's just like about football or soccer, And if it's not that, like they don't care. And it was because I noticed this because me and him were skating last year in Italy, and we were skating at like near a playground where there was like at least 10 kids, and we're skating like a pretty, actually like a really sick rail, and you would assume that the kids would be stoked on like this rail because it's like not something really small, and the kids didn't give a shit, dude. Like they really did not give a shit. Like even the mom was trying to tell them to look, and like nobody cared. Like I've never seen so much unenthusiastic people while they watch us skate, like just like around. Like, and it was the same thing on Saturday. Like people did not care what I was doing or nothing. Like didn't even like how sometimes like you're skating past somebody to like a street spot and they kind of turn around to see what you did. or like whatever.
It's like it's a strange spectacle. Skateboarder, biker, blader,
exactly.
Or anything. It's like people lined up. Like, what are they doing? And they're like jumping on the stuff.
Yeah, like and on Saturday there was like 2 skateboarders there at the spot where I was at, and I kid you not, I was watching while like I was passing people and they were passing people. When I was watching the people when they passed, nobody looked. Like not one person looked at what they were doing.
It does kind of make sense. Like, yeah, when I think about it, I haven't heard of a lot of like skate scene happenings from any sport that goes on in Italy. But beyond that, it's like, but then, I don't know, we have like a big, there's 2 kinds of football, right? So you got like the Italian, I would think like soccer.
Yeah,
football,
soccer.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But it's like, that's kind of their biggest sport, it seems like.
Yeah.
But then in America, we have football, and like, that's huge too, but you still got like meathead football people coming by and being like, yo, that's like pretty sweet what you guys are doing over there.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Like, I don't know, it's like, but it's funny because in both cases you have like dominant culture having these like, sports that just everyone's aware of, everyone pays attention, and everyone gives a shit.
Yeah, and that's definitely soccer for them. It's like, it's so dominant that anything else is just not important, like at all. Like I didn't see one basketball court. I didn't see anything other than soccer.
It does kind of seem like that. Like at least like other countries have like big soccer teams too, but Italy does seem like a soccer is the biggest kind of sport out there.
Yeah. So I mean, that was a bit strange, but at the same time, I mean, I know Jason and those guys, they actually do like demos in the city, which is pretty sick.
That is sweet.
And I mean, they're doing their best, and it's kind of cool because it seems like bladers are starting to do like their own little things in their pockets, like in their own city, to get like blading out there, like whether people are aware of it or not, but like it's happening,
The coolest ones that I hear about in terms of that kind of thing is like stuff where like people always bring around a trunk full of skate parts or skates, and then when they see kids, when someone's kind of interested, they like have stuff to give them.
Yeah.
And like I know there's been like a number of different like people around the country who kind of like started like made an edit of like them doing that, like through the years have kind of done that, but like. This guy Dustin in Portland, I think him and a few people would do like these sort of barbecue things where like they would go to a skate park, have a kind of a big meetup, and then just like everyone brings like some random skate parts that they have, and then they try to put together complete skates and just give them to kids who are there who are like, "What are you guys doing? This is sweet."
Sick.
But I don't know. It's neat that people try to do something for rollerblading.
Yeah.
Despite how like I think seemingly futile it sort of is, but like it's like it's cool.
Yeah. Like
if it gets someone on blades who like enjoys it, then that's dope. Like
Yeah. I mean, like even like I was in Amsterdam 2 weeks ago, and the guy who runs the This Is Soul shop, his name is like Evo. And he has his own little skate school too, and he bought like I think like 100 pair of M12s or some ridiculous amount.
Damn.
Yeah, and he just like supplies all the kids, and it was crazy because I was in the middle of the city in different areas, and there's kids coming up just like, yo, we're gonna go skate like this spot, and I'm looking at their grooves and like they're doing tricks, and these kids were sometimes like is looking like they were like 11 or 12 or something. And
That's so sick.
Yeah, it was weird seeing like really young kids just like out skating, and they all have M12s.
Dude, that's cool. Like, and that's like the sort of thing that like, it feels kind of We Are the World, like a little too hippie happy to be like, that's what's gonna save blading. But like, I mean, like blading doesn't need to be saved exactly.
No.
Well, I mean. Money-wise for pros, it kind of does, but like, or it should be. But But I mean, skating itself like doesn't need saving, but it if we're gonna see like more and more young kids getting really good at skating, it's gonna be because they like found some random pair of skates, right? Like they bought, or someone, probably most of the time someone gives them, because it's like, hey kid, you might be really good at this, but like, do you want to spend $200, $300 right now? Like, can you? You know, like,
True. And
it's like the sad block that kind of gets in the way of like a lot of people getting like that first pair of skates that like they just like are in love and like sold on blading.
True, but also like my mom, for instance, she was not a fan of ordering things online, especially skates that haven't even put my
Right, because
foot
you
in.
can't go and try them on, and like, you know, like you're gonna spend that much, you can't even go try it on.
Yeah, exactly, and that's, of course, that's gonna stop a parent from buying anything. I mean,
Yeah,
that's just how it goes.
my friend Brian manages and runs like the shop task branch from like the Canadian store.
Yeah.
But it's the Seattle branch out here or whatever. And I really like having a physical store to go into. I mean, most of the time I'm just buying like wheels from them, but like it's sweet that like, you know, bladers who are like know what they want to buy, know what they want, can still come in and like see skates or try them on, you know?
Yeah.
Especially like the newer, like anytime kind of a new, just like a different piece of tech or something like that. When the Aeons came out, and it's like no one's been on an Aeon before. Like we've written on X, Y, and Z, but not on these. So like, let's see what these are about.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's good to have like a physical store, and it's, I don't know. But for like the layman's people who come in and they're like, we don't really know anything, but we just kind of want to try rollerblading. It's like, okay, cool. Here's like all these things we can let you try on and see what you like. And there's like trails really close to the shop that you can go skate on.
Yeah. Sick, man. But yeah, I actually live across the street from a skate shop.
Do you? Like just like an inline?
It's called Skate.
Like a skateboard?
It's called Skate Pro, and they sell kind of everything, but they do have like bladers working there, you know?
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, and like they have like, you know, blading has its own wall, so that's sick, you know?
What?
Yeah, they have
that's dope.
Yeah, like one side's all the like the big wheel shit, and then on the right side it's like all the aggressive. And they they have a pretty good stock, to be honest, and
that's kind of a trip. And like it has skateboard stuff and like BMX stuff too. Not
BMX though.
Okay.
They do have
like
skateboard stuff. Yeah, they definitely got that. But the skateboard stuff is right next to the blading stuff, which is kind of funny. And it's even more funny. Like they have them good shirts, like mixed in between like a lot of the skateboard shit. So that's kind of funny.
that's a trip.
Yeah, I don't think they know. I don't think it's about them knowing, but they don't understand. I don't think they understand like what that is. You know, putting like
the way that those are like clashing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because the dudes that run it, I think they're just like, you know, put all of the clothes that's skating related, whether it's blading or not, or skateboarding, like those are on the same racks. Like that's it.
I mean, in one sense, like I'm into that. Just like everyone's on wheels, we're playing with toys.
Yeah.
None of us are like socially acceptable in all of the ways that like other activities or hobbies grant you sort of like, oh, that's like cool, you do that with your time. So like all of us are in that category in some way, but also that's funny that they just mix it all together.
Yeah. And like it's funny because like I actually have been spending almost 2 months trying to find like a new skate, and every time there was something wrong. Like I got a hold of the size 1 V13s in a size 9, and they were just like way too small, dude.
What liners did you have in them?
Volo liners.
Yeah. Do you ever try the Intuition liners?
No, but I definitely don't have the cash for those.
See, that's the drag too, where it's like, damn, here's a sweet product, but like they're like, I think they're like $400 for the liners, like $300.
Yeah, that's insane, man. Like I cannot pay that much for a liner.
I can tell you that they seem like they last forever, and I've heard only like the most gleaming reviews of them. And like, if you ever rode trust liners and liked those?
Oh, never actually. I mean, I
Never?
rode shadows for like ever, so I didn't even.
Oh yeah, duh. What am I talking? I remembered like you are a shadow guy. You must be trying to find a skate now that that's kind of not.
Yeah. I mean, I knew about it for a while actually, so I was already contemplating, and that's why I had those adapts because I felt like the adapts were the one skate that was I didn't really know anything about it, and it just was kind of how do you say, uh, yeah, it would just seem interesting, you know. And I wanted to try it, but like I gave them a chance, dude. Like I skated them for like 6 months, 7 months, and now like I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, all right. I mean, these didn't work. I wanted to get Volos. The size 10s were too big, and the size 9s were just way too small. Oh shoot, you got cut out. I'm calling back. Oh, I think his phone died.
Here, so it's possible something just went out for a sec.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, we should probably like close it up anyway, because for one, I have to go to work in the morning, and it's like 11:15.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got to start my day. It's 2 p.m, and it's about time I. That's funny to be on like a different end of the day like that.
Yeah, and like I did an all-nighter, and I only slept on the flight, and that was like an
Jesus,
hour 30 minutes. So now like it's definitely hitting me. So
wow. Well, thanks for making a little time to chit chat when you're like falling apart.
No, I'm actually all right. Like it's more just like a headache at this point, but like I'm not really falling asleep, so that's pretty sick.
All right, good. Then I don't feel too guilty.
No.
That's sweet.
No, it's totally fine. But yeah, man, did you want to touch up on the last things?
I don't know, man. Very excited for the Dead thing.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. Anybody who does listen, look out for Chance of Rain 2. And yeah, I don't know. I'll send you a link whenever something materializes.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for taking time, man. It's
Definitely.
good to talk to you.
Definitely, dude. And also, I wanted to say that one trick that you did where you kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a Wally, even though I know some bladers do call it that. But it's like,
53?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude. I was thinking about that the other day. That was accidental, and it worked out so well.
Really?
And I wanted to just fakie 3. You're talking about the fakie 3 where it's kind of like a railie sort of a thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I wanted to just fakie 3 that. In my wildest dreams, I would love to. I've thought about that theory of doing a fakie 3 Wally that way, or like a railie or something. But yeah, no, that was like very accidental, and it just worked out, and like somehow happened like a real trick, and was like I lived, and was like I bobbled the grab, which was such a shitty like. I did something really sweet, but also was like fuck. But yeah, that was like should have died moment, and instead I got like a trick. I don't know that I'll be able to do again. But thanks, man. I've been trying to figure out how to do. I can do those on ledges a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're you play with fire every time, man.
Definitely.
Damn. Thank you, bud. Maybe I'll need to try to figure out more about that. That one was crazy. It was like a under rail and upper rail, and somehow I kicked my foot into both, and it didn't like front flip me over the rail.
Yeah, dude, it was sick.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. That was a fun day.
Yeah, man. But man, looking forward to the video though. Definitely love, and especially like not only with like your filming and how you edit, like just like usually anything you put out, it's gonna be pretty top tier, to be honest. So definitely looking forward to that.
Thanks, man. That's nice of you. Yeah, I'm pumped. Thank you. Yeah, I think for sure JT and Sam have been like skating a fucking long time for this one, and both their parts I'm like super proud of. Really stoked. Like watching them again and again. There's lot of other content between that. So, yeah, Chance of Rain 2. Look out for it.
Definitely, man. But dude, thanks for talking, man.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Course.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing other podcasts you do with other people.
For
I
sure.
like listening to ones with Stefan and Kevin. And yeah.
Yeah. But thanks, man. But yeah,
Get David on, man. You're close to him.
dude, I actually tried to get him and Quinny on together, but
Nice.
it just like right before Winter Clash, but like it just didn't.
Timing.
It didn't happen, but maybe we can figure something out at some point. I don't know when those guys will be free, but we'll figure it out. Yeah.
I'm sure he'll just keep playing tag with schedules, and then something will work out.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to talk to him. Yeah, actually, are you skating flat right now, or are you skating an anti-rocker?
No, I have an anti-rocker setup.
Okay, yeah, because like he was actually contemplating on skating flat, and
I will say I just got when Jeff was in town, he gave me a pair of the mega frames that he has.
Yeah.
With just like some wheels in them. He was gonna probably retire on soon. But he's just like, here, if you want like mega frames, because I was remarking like how sweet they look, and like I've seen him grinding stuff, and like doesn't seem like you get wheel bite. Like the mega frames seem maybe not like the best iteration of like that idea where you can ride flat, still grind, not stick, but it's like cool. It's like the tech is getting there. I don't know. The mega frames seem pretty neat.
Yeah, for sure.
For a flat consideration, maybe like a step between, because you could just go the full way and just go to whatever frames Ground Control creates or something and just go flat with kind of small wheels.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't do it. I fucking stick and eat shit so bad, and then I'm like, this isn't worth calling this way to me.
Definitely.
But I've definitely wanted to. I keep wanting to try again. I've tried a few times before, but it never works out well enough, and I'm just like, fuck this.
Yeah, same boat, to be honest.
Well, I don't know, man. It's pretty nice to be able to jump on a back rail or like a front rail and not just like stick like garbage.
Absolutely. To be honest. But yeah, but man, I'm gonna start getting to bed now.
Yeah, totally. Well, thanks for talking, man, and yeah, maybe our paths will cross sometime.
Yeah, hopefully, dude. Hopefully.
Yeah, be sweet.
All right, but dude, have a good one, man.
Dude, you too. Take it easy. Yeah, if you get a lot of sleep.
Thanks, dude.
See you, boss.
I see it.